Does anyone else have the habit of making a phone call and then shoving food in their mouth? I'll be able to eat that before they pick up the phone. My apologies. I told the team I was ready and then I shoved food in my face. All right. All right. Here we go. Let's have a look. Where are we? All right. We're in the middle of a. Okay. So it's been 2 weeks. I apologize. Last week I had to cancel class. Schedule shifted, and then all of a sudden,
我们上周
my
非常
teacher
抱
was
歉，
teaching at the
这
same time.
个因为我的老师也在教课，
I
所以我
was in the
就
same
取
room.
消了课程。
So,
然后我也在同一个房间里
I had
边，
to
所以
cancel
我们
this.
就
So I
取消了
apologize for the
上周
last
的
minute
课程。
shift. I know
所以
you're
非常抱
dying to
歉，
continue on with LAM RIM, and that was the worst part of your
这
week.
个
So
上
I
周我们的课
apologize.
取消了，所以向大家道歉。
All right. So we're in the middle of a discussion around
我们
what to
呢
do
现
in
在
meditation when you start having problems.
我们现
Now
在
you're meditating for
在
at
讨
least a
论的
month
就
now.
是说，如
You
果
can
大
sort
家
of hold
在
the
冥
object
想
for
过
a
程当中遇
reasonable
到了问题，该怎么
amount
办？
of time. And what reasonable means, I'm not going to
然
tell you
后
because
你
that's
可以
reasonable for you.
去将你的冥想对象，
But then you
将你
start
的注意力
start
放在
looking
冥
at the
想对
quality
象
of
一
your
段
mind.
时
You start
间，
looking at
然后
learning how to check in and
你
say,
开
oh,
始慢
hello, I
慢的
have dullness
去检查，
or I have
我有
agitation
到昏沉，
or
或者说我有到焦
this
躁，
meditation is going really well. Maybe I should check to see if I'm
那
more in
或者说
subtle
是
dullness than
这个
I
冥
thought that
想
I was.
是
And so
进
all
展
of
的
these
很
things
好，
kind of
我要去检
you
查一下
start
我是否有到
developing these
轻微的昏沉。
capacities
所以我
to
们现在在
recognize
讨
the
论的
state
就
of
是
today's mind.
能够有到这样的
What's
能
going
力
on today?
去觉
And
察
every
今
day is
天
going to
的
be a
意识
different
是什么样的。
quality. If
那
you've
每一
meditated
天
long
都
enough,
会
you'll
是
know
不一样的意
that
识，那
every
每一
day
天
is
都可能
maybe
有不一
different.
样的冥
You've
想
slept
体质。
differently.
那么每一天
You have different amounts of
我们都是
hunger.
不一
You have
样的，你
different
可能睡
moods.
眠不一样，
You have,
然后你
you
可
are a
能饥
different
饿
person,
程
and so
度
you
也
have
不一样，
different kinds of
然后你可能
unique
每
challenges
一
to
天
them.
的
And then you
状
get to know
态
yourself.
都不一
And
样，
then you get to
那
be
你
like,
可能
oh,
当天遇到的
when you wake up
挑
and
战
then you,
也不太一样。
brush your teeth and maybe get a glass of water or something or a tea, and then you sit to meditate. You can kind of tell how things are going to go even by the quality of how you wake up. I woke up this morning.
所以你甚至可以去判
Surprised the
断
alarm was going off.
整个你的这一
I
天
was
会
in a
是
deep
什么
sleep.
样的，是根据你的睡眠的品
And I
质。
was like,
那比如
and then I
说，
woke up right away and I just got right out of bed and did
我
the
今天
things
突然间
and
闹
got ready
钟
for
醒
class.
来，
And I was like, oh, okay, this is how today
然
is going to feel.
后
Other
突
mornings
然
I get
间
up and I'm
被
like,
吵醒，然后有一
snooze,
些日
snooze.
子我醒
Can
来的
I
时候感觉
I
到
like I have a
非常的
competition.
累，
Can I do all the things and get the class on
所
time?
以我
Can I
总是
shower?
有
Can I
到这
brush
样
my
的一
teeth? Can
个
I dry
挣
my
扎，
hair? Can I
我
get
要
the
去
computer
洗
set up? Can I
澡、
get the
吹
teleprompter
头
set
发、
up? Can I get all
设
the blah
置
blahs done?
设
Oh,
置
need to make
电
a coffee
脑、
now.
设置
Oh,
所有
I
这
gotta
些
let the
东
cats
西，
out. Gotta feed them. Like,
然
what is the
后还
minimum
得要
amount of
喂
time that I
猫，
need?
所
And then
以
I
我
push
需
it,
要有
right?
到的最短的
So
时
I can
间，
sleep more.
能
And
够
then,
让我去
inevitably I'm
做
2
好
minutes
这些
late
事
and
情，同时
you
又
know
有
my
足够的
patterns.
睡眠，
But
同
you
时
you
又
can get
能
a
够
sense of
去
that. And then when
上
you
完
sit in
课。
meditation, then you get a
所以
feeling of,
当
okay,
你再
today's
去
going to
做
be
冥想的时候，
a busy
你有
day.
到这
I'm
样的一
upset
种
or
感觉，
I'm
说
you
今
sit
天
down
可
and do
能
your breaths and
我
you're like,
会忙，
let's
然
just
后
try to
当你
count
坐
to
下来的
10.
时
By
候，
number
你
2,
会
you're already
去
reviewing
熟
the
悉。
assholes from
当你
yesterday.
再去数到
That's
2的
my
时候，
favorite
你已经
meditation.
想到昨天那个糟
Asshole
糕的
review
那个蠢
meditation.
蛋。
We should teach that one. Actually, we don't need to be taught that one because we kind of do it automatically.
那事实上呢，我
what's
们
going to
会
happen.
自
And
动的
so
去做这些。
what we're learning is
当我们在学的，其实就是能够去辨识出来这些意识状态。
qualities that we're going to have, and then how does it shift
那
through a meditation? Like you
我
may have
们怎么
this
样
whole
能够
meditation
在不
going
同
on, and
的
then you
冥想之
somehow
间，
breathe in a different way, or your prana
你的
shifts, and
呼
you're like,
吸不一样，或者你
and
的
then you
气
don't
运
think
转
about
的
it
不一
anymore,
样，
and then you
然
drop
后你不
into a
再去
really
思
nice
维，
state,
然后你开始去进入
and then
到
you
一种非
recognize,
常
oh,
好
this is
的
pretty
状
good.
态，
Oh, that's going to be
然
too
后
dull. I
你
have to
开
do
始是
something
去
to break
意
that
识
up
到
because I want
说
to get
这
sleepy.
个很好，
Like I've done
那
the
我要
asshole
把这样的一
meditation
种
and
状
then the
态，
fall asleep meditation within like 2
那
minutes.
我其实在2
The
分
fall
钟就
asleep
已经完成了
meditation is
刚才的
you
纯
think you're
淡冥想
meditating,
和睡
and all of a
眠冥
sudden you're
想。
like,
那所谓的睡眠冥
right?
想，就是你
And you're
觉得
thinking
你
like,
在去做冥想，
okay,
但事
guys,
实
okay,
上你
you know,
其实是在打
like
瞌睡。
literally you move half an inch, but your whole body shocks,
事实
right?
上，
Shocks you awake.
虽然说你轻微
Half
的
a
动了
minute,
一下，但
you
是
can go
整个
from,
身体
and
都
then you're like,
会
oh
会
Christ,
吓
this,
醒，
this is going to be
然
a bad day.
后
So
你就开始去思考说，哎呀，
learn to recognize those things. That's what we're doing.
要去学会所
Don't
有这
judge
些
them.
小的事情，不需
We
要
judge
去
ourselves
评
enough
判。
already. Just judge,
那我
just
们已经足够的对
evaluate.
自己评
Today
判
I'm
过
sleepy.
多
Well,
了。
why are you sleepy, Tim? Well,
那比如说今天是很瞌睡，那
you were
为什
driving
么
home last
今天
night
瞌睡呢？那因为昨天晚上
peacefully
开车，
at 6:30, looking
那
forward
比如
to
说
a
昨天
nice
晚上
calm
6
dinner
点
at
半
home.
开的时候，
And then all of a
那
sudden you
想
realize
着
it's
在
Tuesday
家
night
能吃
and you're
顿
like,
饭，
oh,
然后意
dang,
识
I
到
have to
是
teach
周二
tomorrow
晚
morning.
上，然
Ooh,
后
I
想着
have to
明天
prepare
早晨得
class,
要教课，
right?
所以说得需要
And
提
you get
前
home, then
准
all of a
备。
sudden
然后当
your
你到家的话，
venue in Japan wants to talk to you about your
你
Kyoto program happening in December.
你突然间
And so
收
you should
到
come
日
to.
本京都的这样的一个会
And
场
then you have an
会议
hour
方提
conversation with
来
them.
的消息，然后
And
你
you still
有
haven't eaten
到
dinner
1个
yet.
小时电话，然后你
And
还
now
没有
it's
吃完晚饭，
8:30 and you're like, I got to prepare
然
class.
后
And
8点半你看
oops, I guess I
要
missed
准
this
备
dinner,
课了，
right? So
然
then you
后
stay up late and then
突
you
然
wake
间
up in the morning to sit to
你发
meditate
现得
and
要
you
自己得要熬夜，
fall asleep.
然后第二天早
Well,
晨
why
当
do
你
you
做
fall
冥
asleep?
想
Well,
的时
because you're
候，
up late.
你
Duh.
就睡着了。
Get
那
better
为
to
什
sleep. Go to
么
bed earlier.
睡着了呢？
You
因
know.
为昨天晚上
So
熬夜了，
what do we do?
所
So
以就
once we
是
were able to
早点睡。
recognize, then
所
Pabonka
以我
goes
们
on
在
and
这里
says,
呢，
all right,
就是要
now if
能
you
够
have
去
too
辨识
much
出，
dullness or too much
现在呢，
agitation,
如果说你有
what do
太
you
多的
do to
昏沉或者说焦
correct it?
躁的
What is
话，
the
那
solution
你
to the
要去
problem,
做些什么？那对于这个问题的
right?
解答
You're
的
in
方
meditation
法是什么呢？
and then,
你在这
obvious
样的一个冥
dullness
想
where
当
you
中，
do the jerk thing, right?
当你
Your
有到
body
明
just
显的
shakes to wake
昏
itself up.
沉，你突然
Or
间
you're
被吓醒，
obviously reviewing
或者说
last night's
你
jerkathon
在
where every
去
single
想起了昨
person
天
was
晚上那个
irritated
混
with
蛋，
you and you were just
然
mad at
后
them and you're going through the
每一
list of
个
like that's a
人，
jerk, that's a jerk, that's a jerk, that's a jerk, right?
那每个人都对你很生气，然后你自己也
Those
在
are
脑子里
obvious
面在过每一个人都是
meditation
一个蠢
problems,
蛋，
right?
所以所有这些呢，全部都是一个冥想的问题。
So there's obvious things to do to adjust those, but
所以
we're getting
有
into the subtle
很
space of, all right, you didn't have
明
too
确
many
的，我
jerks
们可
last
以
night
去
and you
做一
didn't
些。
have that many, you got a decent amount of sleep.
那如果说你有
So now
到
you're in the kind of
足够
zone,
的睡眠，
but then you have to check in. Is this too dull
然
or
后
is
你也
this
需
too
要去检
agitated? Am
查
I too
到底是过于
the
昏沉还是
energy
过
not
于焦
high
躁，
enough, or is the
我
energy
的
too
能量
low? So
是
that's where we are in the
不够
text.
高，还是说能量过高？
And we left off with a long discussion of subtle dullness.
然后我们到的是讲到了说有关于
Of
昏沉的
saying that
部分，
subtle dullness is probably the largest
也
and
就是精
most
微
singular
昏沉
obstacle there is to
是
meditation because it
在
feels
冥
good
想当中最常见的
and
一
it
种障
feels
碍，
like you're
因为
meditating
它让你
well,
感觉很好，它让你感觉你在
but you
做
don't
很
have
好的冥
enough
想，
intensity,
但是
brightness
又
on
没
the
有
object.
足够
You don't
的
have the nar,
有
you know,
关
the
于冥
fixation,
想对象
clarity,
的
but you
专
don't
注、
have enough
明亮和清晰
voltage,
度。
right? And then we ended up saying is that
那我们到最后，
if you increase the voltage too much
如
on
果
your
说
nar,
你能够
then
去
you
在你
flop
的
over
这样的
into
一个
agitation.
音量 或者电量调高的话，那就会自动的进入到焦躁。
Let's start with the next verse. Here we go. And Maria is going to read this one. Where is this? Is this the correct one? Yes. Nope.
We see the whole screen.
I know. Now I get it. Why? There we go. All right. Maria, can you read 138, please?
Dek yang masalna mikpatene sem sumpade tu tep sem
More of a t, like a
tu
little, slightly, it's not nasal, but it's more like a German umlaut, t. Yeah.
Tu tep sem kawe tap dal chordunche nie
Say these words together. Down jor, they go together.
daljor
Down with the prenasal. Don't miss the prenasal, the owl. Down jor.
danjor
Yes.
dunche nie kam chuksumgi
You gotta there's a there's a lot more going on here. So
kam
nice.
chuksum gi yunten dank she nieten pe panyu tu
Penyun.
peyu
Penyun.
penyun tu padang changchup ki sem ki panyun sok samte sem shek tu padang
Nice. Shankta.
shentu.
Nice. Okay. So now Pabonka Rinpoche says,
所以在这里，巴本汉仁波切
if
提
that
到，
doesn't solve our problem,
如果说这个没有解决我们的问
if
题，
that doesn't solve the problem, what should we do? We
那
should
么我
release
们
the
要做
object
什么呢？
we've been
我
meditating
们
on, and we should
要
do
去
something Shenta
放掉
to
我们的冥想
bring
对
up
象，
and hearten our mind, do something to uplift ourselves. Okay.
我们
If
需要去做一些
the
来提
previous
升。
that we were talking about the how to tighten down and release, right? Last time we were talking about like how
上
to
次呢，我
increase
们
the
讲
intensity
到
or
如
decrease
何
the
去
intensity,
提升这
like
样的一
turning up the
个
voltage,
专注
like
度，
just give it a
或者
little
说
bit
是
more
降
gas
低
in the car,
专注度。
or
就好比
take
说
your
多
foot
踩
off
一
the
些油
gas
门，
just a little bit.
或者说是把
So you're
脚
still
远
on
离
the object
油门一
and you're
点，
making the
那你还是
subtle
在这个冥
changes
想对
to
象
the
上，
intensity.
然后
Excuse me.
针对于你
Yeah,
的
to the
这个专
intensity,
注
to the
度
NAR. You're
在
making
做
subtle changes between
一些调
too
整。
much and too little. And so it's like, we talked about making objects bigger, making them
所以
smaller,
我
further
们
away
提
or
到了说
closer,
如
or
何让这
turning up
个
the
对象
volume,
变得更大，
increasing the
如何
voltage.
让对象变得更小。
Whatever image or ideas work for
不
you.
管
Put more
你
gas,
哪
push
一个
the
比
gas
喻对
pedal
于你
down
来
a
说
little
是
bit
有
more.
用，不管是我们提
Release
到
the
的踩
gas a
油
little.
门，
Like if you've
还
ever
是
driven a
说
Tesla,
放开。
it breaks
如果大
on its own
家
when you take your foot off the gas.
如果是大家
It
开
does
过
have a
特斯
brake,
拉
but
的
like
话，
it,
当你
it
的
will
脚
slow the
离
car down.
开这
So
个油门的话，它是自动刹
you're
车
in
的。
that, you're in the zone, like you're kind of going in and out,
所
more
以
or
你是
less,
在这
more
样的
or
一个
less,
区
right?
域，
Trying to arrive at samadhi, perfect balanced, right? Now, if that
想
doesn't
要去
work,
进入这样的一
right?
个
You
完
know,
美的平
these
衡
these
萨
things are
摩
just
地。
not working for you. And of course, you will learn about this when you're doing it. If it doesn't work for you, you have to do something, shenta, to
如果说
bring
不
up
管
your
用的话，
mind,
你需要
like
去做一些
release the
什么事
object
情，放掉
and let's
对
do
象，
something to enlighten
然
the mind,
后
to bring it up, right?
做
Give
一
it
些事
something to
来
be
去
happy
提
about.
升。
Gala, right? Give it something to be happy about. what are some of the things that we can be happy about?
那我们可以去想一想那些开心的事情。我们开心的事情是什么呢？当着是什么呢？
It means spiritual leisure and fortune. Like that you have the capacity to even be in a meditation. You
也就是你有这样一个
in
能力，能够在
meditation.
冥想
You
当
are
中，
sitting
你在冥想中，
on a meditation cushion.
你
That
在冥
is
想坐
a
垫上，
blessing that you even have the time, the
这
ability,
就
and the
本身
lifestyle
是
to
一
be able to
种
do.
恩典，也就是你能够有这样的一个
You
时
see.
间，有这样的一个能力，以
And
及
that's
有这样
pretty
的一
damn
种生活
lucky
方
because
式，
many
能够去
people
做冥
don't
想，
even have
而这
that.
本身是幸运，而
Like
很
many
多
people
人
don't
是没
even
有这样
have
幸运的。
a life where they
很
can
多
even think
人
about
他
meditating.
是没有
They
这
think
样
you're
的一个
crazy
生活，他是没有办法去
you know,
想到去做冥
or they're
想的，
jealous or
反而他
whatever's
们会
going on
认为说你是很
because they don't
疯
have
狂
the
的，或者
capacity
说
in
是
their own
会
life.
嫉妒
So
你，
you have
因
that
为在
ability,
他们
you
的
have the
生活当中没
capacity
有这样的一个能
to
力，而在你的生活当中
be
有
there. You
到
should
这
be
样的一
happy
个
about
能
it.
力
And
去
what
做
else should you
冥
be
想，
happy
这
about?
本身就是值得你
Well,
开心的。
how difficult this life of leisure and fortune was to find.
那另外你可以
These are
感
LAM
到
RIM
开
steps,
心
by
的
the
是
way.
针对于
We're in
你
a LAM RIM,
的暇
right?
满人生啊，我们本身这就是道次第的内
So
容，
to be able to have a life that is
所
like
以
this,
能够
you
有
should be
到
happy
这
that
样
you
的一
have
个
it.
生
Secondly,
活，
you should also think,
你首先要
wow,
开心，
this was a
其次
difficult life to
你
find.
要去感到说这
This was
个
a
生
difficult, like the
活本
karma
身
to
是很
create a
难
life
的，
where you have this
而
capacity to
能
do
够
this.
有到这样的一个生活，
Right?
让你有这样的一个能力，
And
能
then
够
that's
去
a
做到。
really, it should, you know, in some way, you know, it maybe not, but it should enlighten, you know, it should bring up your mind
它
in some
应
way.
该是能够让你的意识 点亮的。
They say that to even be born as a human is incredibly difficult.
那也有提到说，
To
哪
be
怕
able
是
to
生而为
arrive at a
人，
place where you
本
can
身就是非常难得的。
have even the hopes of having spiritual leisure and fortune, right?
哪怕说有到这样的一
You first
个
need
暇满
to
人
be
生，
born as a
本
human, which
身
is difficult.
就
And then
非
to
常
be
的
able
难
to
得。
have the leisure and fortune is also even more difficult. What else should you focus on? The benefits
那
of
还有
the
什么
choke
可以
sutras,
去
the
专
three
注呢？
jewels, the goodness of the three jewels.
也就是
All right.
三宝。
What else could you focus on?
还有什么可以专注的呢？
The benefits or the great quality, the greatnesses that the opinions, the benefits of taking yourself to a qualified spiritual teacher. Shenyan.
以及另外的
Spiritual
想到
friend,
能
that's
够
what
有
that
到
means.
有资格
You could
的、
call it
有资
opportunities and
质的
resources,
精
Michael. I
神
think
修
that
行的
works.
老师，或者说是朋
You know,
友，
so being able to take yourself to a
所
spiritual
以
teacher is
能
something
够
that could
去
potentially be a good thing for you.
有到一个精神修行的老师本身，这就是对你
Teachings,
无
having the
必有
teachings
益处的，
themselves, right?
以
Or being able to
及有
listen to those
到教
teachings.
授本身，或者说能够去
I
听
don't
到这
know.
些教
The
授，
great benefits of the wish for enlightenment,
以
chanchu
及对于
sem,
想要证悟的这样的愿望本
right?
身，
etc. Any other things,
以
right?
及其他，
Those kind of things. The steps on the LAM RIM, which we're going to go through
也就
many
是
years from
我
now,
们提到的
will
现
be
在要进行
thinking
很多年的
through
道次第，
all of those things and what amazing
会
opportunity that you do have.
一点一
You can
点
be
的
sitting here thinking about this.
来去提到说，哪怕
Stop
你
whining in your
在
head
这
that you
里
have agitation and
听到
dullness.
这些教授本
Okay.
身都是很难得的，
Stop
所以
whining
停
that
止
you
在
have
你的
dullness.
意识当
Okay.
中有到这样的一个焦躁
The
和
fact that
昏
you're
沉，
even in a place to recognize
事
that
实
you have
上
dullness is a
你
downpour.
能够去意识到你在昏沉当中
So
本
just
身也是一
shut
种
up.
幸运，
You know, don't worry about it. And
所以不
and
需要担
these
心。
should bring your heart back up into a
这些呢
bright state.
都会
It
让你
should
的
bring your mind
意
and
识进入
energy
到更
upwards
加明亮
to
的
pull
一种
yourself
状
out of
态，
dullness.
以及能
Now,
够
this is
把
a
你
type of
从这样
dullness
一个
that's
昏
not
沉的
just
状态当中
increasing the
点燃，
intensity. It's maybe a little
它
bit less than,
是
you know,
提
but
升
these
你
are
的
things
专
you
注
can
度，
do
而这些呢，都是
to
可以帮
increase
助
that
你
intensity.
去提升这样的一种专
Release
注
the
度。
object a bit and think about
那放
how
掉
amazing
你
it
的
is
冥想
that
对
you
象，
are
然后
at
开始去思维
99%
你是多么的幸运，而你
close to
是
samadhi.
已经
Dang, I'm
99%
this
的接
close.
近了萨摩地，
Dang,
然
I'm
后说
almost there. I
去
just
思
need a
维
little
说，
bit more
哎，我是
intensity.
很接近的，
Downjour.
那么
How amazing
我
it is that I get a
是
chance to even
很
sit here to do this, that I'm
靠
not
近
wasting the
最终的
opportunity.
萨摩地的。那
I'm
我
not
本身能
wasting
够
my
坐在这
life
里开始去做冥
with
想，那
meaningless
我没有
things
在浪费机会，我没有
versus I'm
浪费
sitting
我
on
的
a
生活在
meditation
那
machine.
些无意义的事情上。与之对比的是，我能够去开始做冥想，
The leisure and fortune that I have,
也就
because
是
I
我
could
所拥
choose
有的
just
这
to
些
not
暇满
meditate
人
and do
生，
other things and
因为
relax.
我是可以去选择不做冥
Or
想，而去
I'm
做其
choosing
他
to
的
do
事
this
情
and
去
I just
放
need a
松，
little bit more intensity, leisure and fortune.
或者与
You
之
know?
相对的
And
是，
that's
我
why
现在选择去做冥
meditating on
想。
the LAM RIM,
所以这就是为什么我们提到说，真的一到次
there's
第去
a
做冥想。
there's a correlation between learning about
如果
what
说
the steps
有
in the LAM
到
RIM
这样一
are,
种
the
关
steps on the
系，也就
path,
是说
and
去
then
思
getting
维
to a place
到
where,
次第
oh,
和
then you can call up that realization.
去到
Like, oh,
这样的一
dang,
个
I do
方
have
向，
this spiritual leisure
思
and
维到这一
fortune.
点，
Or,
然后
wow,
意识
this
到
life is
你
going
有
by
到了这
quickly.
个暇
You know,
满
I
人
need
生，
to get
意
somewhere
识
with
到
this.
人生短暂，
Turn up the
此生
pace.
需要去做些事情，那本身
You
就
can do that with
是
downjour. You can do
有
that
意
with
义。
the difficulties of life. You could think about the
那
three jewels.
你
If
可以
you
去
like,
思维三
hey,
宝。
how's, you know, can you have an emotional reaction to thinking
那
about the
是
three
否可以
jewels?
去
Well,
针
that
对，
takes time.
如果说去思维三宝的时候，有到这样的一种
How about an
情
emotional
绪的
reaction about
反
being with your
应？
teacher or being able to have a
那
teacher?
如果
Well, that's a little
说
bit easier.
能够去思
Or
维老
having the
师，
teachings
有
themselves,
机会有老师
or
能够
having the
听
wish for
人教
bodhicitta,
法，
or anything else,
能够
sukha,
有到
etc., to
想要
bring
证
about
悟的
nirvana.
这样一种愿望，或者说是有到
All
这
right,
样的一种菩提心。
what does it say next? Let's call upon Anastasia.
难为情嘛伊，拉切帕当，同为你帕索贡。
Nice. So other things you can do. So this is just a list of things that you could try when your
所
meditation
以
needs
这
to
些
be
呢，都
uplifted,
是
when you
你
need
可以
to
去
add
思
some
维
juice to it.
你在去
You
做
can
冥想的
bring
时候想要提升的
some
你的亮
images,
度的方式。
luminous images
你
from
可以
Don Wei
去看
Senya
到，
to mind.
也可以看到这样一些发光的图
You
片。
can, I don't know, what kind of luminous images could you bring to mind? You know,
那你可以
think
去
of
想
things that
到
are
什么样
beautiful.
的发光图片呢？
Think of things that make you happy.
想到
You
那
know,
些
not
能够
just
让你开心的
spiritual
事。
leisure and fortune, but maybe
那
what was
并
making
不
you
单
happy
纯只
during the
是
break
暇
was
满人
watching the
生。
cats outside
那
and
比如
watch them
说，
enjoy it.
在我
Cats, there's the joyous
休息
cats
的时
outside.
候，我看到能够在草坪上玩耍的
My cats
猫，
were
我
outside
觉
and
得
they
是很
were
幸
running
福的。
around and they were
那
enjoying
看到我的
themselves.
猫在外边，
And I
它们
was
很
like,
开
wow,
心
we
的在
really
玩
like this
耍，
home.
我本
Maybe
身
not so
就
glad
非
for
常的
tomorrow
开
when we
心。
move to the new
我
one.
去意识到了说，
You know,
他们非常喜欢这
they
个
don't like the
家，
new one,
我
of
希望
course.
明
But you know, they're
天
just
搬新家的
relaxed.
时候，他
Like
们
they're
也会
having
喜
fun.
欢，
And that image of
然
my cats
后他们
enjoying
能
their
够很放
lives
松。所以
being
当我看
cats
到我的
adds more
呃
juice, right?
猫在
Just
享
think of
受它
good
们的
things.
猫声的时候，我觉得很开
You
心。
know, or think of things like
或者说是去思维
things we'd like to share with people,
我们想要去跟他人分
right?
享
You
的。
know, do you enjoy having friends over and making dinner,
你喜
right? Do
欢
you
邀请朋
enjoy
友来家里一
like
起
having a
吃饭
coffee
吗？
with a friend?
你喜欢和朋
You
友一
know,
起喝咖啡吗？
what kinds of things do you like to share with people? Spending a nice
你想
evening,
要和他人去分享
you
些
know,
什么呢？
walking with your partner as the sun is
和
setting,
你的
or
伴侣一
sitting at
起
the
看
beach,
日
you
落
know,
吗？坐
with
在沙
friends
滩
and, you know,
上
whatever it is,
和朋友聊天
you
吗？
know, bring things in mind that are unique to you.
所以去想一想那些对于你很独特的，并且让你很开心的、很振奋的。那我想要去跟我的朋友去分享吗？我非常喜欢看到说，这些猫很享受它们的猫声，或者说是你的孩子，他们很享受。所以在这里去看到说，帕邦卡仁波切并没有告诉你在这里是什么，因为你的生活是独特的，你的文化是独特的，什么是让你开心的？那些小的事情让你开心。
All right, who's gonna read now? Let's go with Jackie. 140, please.
Tar Songpasem Kong Robar Your Song Panalar Migpazing.
Good. Your reading's getting really good. Good job. So meditations like this, Tetar Gompe, meditations like this, right? They can bring back the meditation object by doing a couple of things. One is they increase the momentum and then refresh.
一方面是可以去提升你的冥想，然后
increase the momentum, like as
提
the
升
meditation's
整
going,
个冥想的这样的一个动力。
you may lose the
在冥
flow
想
of it.
进展的过程当
Right?
中，
It
你
was
可
going
能会
great,
丢掉，
and then you just kind of like
然
got
后
bored.
你可能感觉到无
It's
聊。
like driving down the highway and then, you know,
那
you're
就
all
好
like
比
you're
说
going
是
down
在
the hill,
沿着
you
高
take
速
your foot
路
off the
去
gas,
开车，
and then
然
at the
后
bottom
你
of
在
the
下
hill, you're
坡，
coasting,
然
and then
后
the car starts going up a little
你
bit,
的脚离开
but you forgot to
了
put the
油
gas
门，
on again
然
because you're just
后
enjoying the
整个
scenery,
车
there's
都
nothing
一直
around
在
you, you
去
have your
进
seatbelt on,
展，
you're being safe, you're not
然
gonna steal shit,
后
but you're just like, and then the gas,
你
the
的
car just
车一
starts
直
slowing
在往
down
前
just
走，
a little bit before you notice it.
然后车开始慢慢慢下
Right?
来。
For me, that's a really good moment. Like the moment that
所以在那
you
一刻呢，
notice
对于
the
我来
car
说是非
slowing
常好
down,
的一个时刻。你意识到了你的
you're
车
already
有
starting
慢
too
慢的
late,
停下
right?
来，
You're like, oh
慢
dang,
慢
I
的
have to
慢
put
下来。
more gas to keep the momentum.
那当你意识到的时
Our
候，已
trick
经
in
晚
meditation
了。那你
is
意
to
识到
get
说你
that
需要继续
coasting,
踩油门。
get the car on
而
cruise
我们的这
control,
样的一个方法呢，就是在
and then
冥
just
想
make
当
the
中，就是
minor
能够去
adjustments
有
to
到
the
这样的一个
speed
定
and
速巡
braking
航，
as it's
同
happening.
时呢做一些微
You know,
调。
like I don't even know, like cruise control is so advanced now. Like,
那比如说，
you know,
在定
the
速
car in
巡
front of
航
you is
当
slowing
中，
down and the car slows
那
down
比如说在你
with
前
it.
面的
Like you don't
车
even have to
慢
pay
慢
attention.
慢下
I
来，
mean, you do,
然
but
后你的
it
车也
has
会
this
慢慢慢
ability
下
to
来。
slow and speed up
那
with the
它有到
normal
这样的一个
fluctuations of
能力，
traffic.
能够
Right,
去
so we want to
去
get into
很
that
机动的
space
协
where we're
调
keeping the
交通
momentum
的
going
起
on
伏，
cruise control.
所以我
Speed
们
up,
能
slow
够
down,
在
speed
这
up,
样的一
slow
个
down.
定速巡航当中
Before
加
it gets to
速
the point where like you're like, oh, you
减
feel
速，
the car now. You're like
所
going
以
too
你现
slow.
在能够感觉到
So
说，
things like that, when you
慢
notice
慢
you're
的
going
意识
too
到说
slow, will bring
车
you back up
慢
into
下
cruise
来，
control. Like we'll get,
那我
it'll
们需要
resume
再一次
cruise
回
speed.
到原来的
Okay.
定速巡航。
All right, 141. Who's next on my list here? Dee, 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 dee. How about Laura Bordera? Are we hearing anything? You're unmuted. I don't think we're hearing. Oh, she's doing the I'm pretending my microphone doesn't work thing so she doesn't have to talk. There you are. Okay.
Angry. Gar lo
No.
lama lo lama gompe de traltu panpa onka yang gompa Sikina dalten chekawa
Negawa.
ditra nyet sul sokse pe ton da chu prangmo tapa shin tu galyal dergro.
Lerdro. It's more of a DR dro. Yes. Nice. So here's Pabonka Rinpoche being, is being nice. People like you and me, Rangre, like people like you and me,
像你我一样的人，
really accustomed
我
to
们
these
还不习
particular
惯
thoughts.
这些
We're
特
just
定
not
的念
accustomed
头，
to thinking this way. We're not accustomed to these
我们还没习惯去这么想，
methods. Okay. The
我们还
person
没
who's
习惯这
giving
些
you the
方法，
entire LAM RIM in 22
也就
days,
是
8
这
hours a day.
个将在
People like
22
Pabonka
天，每
Rinpoche
天
are not
8小
accustomed to
时
having
完成
meditation
了整
problems
本
and is not accustomed
整
to
本
fixing
的
them.
道次第的
So
这
he
样的
says,
人，
right?
像帕bon卡提到了说，
And he says it's very
像
difficult
我们还没有习惯这样
to
去思维的人，
understand any of the benefits
要
in that
去
particular moment, right?
在那一
So
刻
he's basically
理
saying,
解
look,
它的
I
好
get
处，
it.
所以基
I
本上
get
他
it
在
that
说是我明
maybe
白
these
了，
instructions you just got don't make a
也
lot of
许
sense.
你提到的这些
Maybe it, how does thinking about leisure and fortune
没
or
有
your
任何
spiritual
逻辑，
teacher or thinking about your cats?
也许有
That's
关
my
于暇满
translation
人
of
生
luminous，images.
有关于
Cats.
你的精神
Okay.
修行，
Thinking of cats will
以
bring
及
your
认
mind
为
back up.
猫
He's like, I know you're not
会
accustomed
把
to
你
this,
的
and I
意
know
识
it's
带
difficult
回来。
because he's basically
那
saying,
他提
I
到说，我
understand
知
this.
道
I
你不
get it.
习
It's
惯这么
difficult for me too.
想，我知道
Keeping in
有的时候
mind that
挺
he's
难
just
的，
giving, this is
所以
like day
去
21
想
of
着说，
24,
这已
something
经
like
是
that.
21或者
So
24天了。
he's very,
那他
they haven't
是
meditated yet. They've just done
他
22
们
days of
还没有
classes.
开始冥想，他们只是进
And
行了
then they're going
22
to
天的
start
课，
meditating. So
然
I'm guessing the
后
audience is
他
pretty
们还
tired
没
at
有
this
开
point.
始冥想，所以
Their
我
retreat's
猜
been
这
25 days.
个
They got to
观
go
众
back to work.
已经很
They want to
有
hear
点
everything
累
the
了，
Lama says, but they're just
然
like
后
ready, like they're just
他们可
saturated.
能
I don't know how you guys feel in long classes, but I get saturated.
已经进行了
So
25
that's cool. He's
天，然
basically
后听
saying,
了
look,
很
guys, I
多，已
know
经
this is
期待着
confusing,
能
it's
结
difficult, but
束，已经期
it'll
待
be
着
fine.
回家。
All right. If we keep doing these things, like understanding the difficulty to find this particular life or the
如
leisure
果
and fortune,
说
right?
我
If we
们能
find,
够去找到，
if we persist, I like that word, persist in
或
continuing
者
to
说
do
如果
all of
说
these
我
things,
们
bringing
坚
all these
持
things to mind,
去做所有这些事，
it should fill us with some joy. Okay.
它应该
That's what it
让我
says.
们
It should.
感觉到开心。
So he's basically saying that all of those things are as
所以
good
他在
as,
这里提到说，所有这一切，
so this is the filling us with joy. Okay.
所以这一部分
It's
是
as good
充满了
as
喜悦。
throwing a bucket
它
of ice water in your
是好比说在你脸上
face. So
扔一
he's
桶
saying that
水，
one of the
冰水。
ways that you could uplift your meditation is
另
get
外
a
一个能够
cold
提升
bucket
你
of
的冥想，
water
就
that
是
you put
能
in your
够拿一
ankle
桶
in
冰
because
水，
you twisted it, and then splash that water in your face.
然后扔到脸上，
Don't lie. In your face, right? He's saying that these
扔到你
methods
的脸
of
上，
thinking about
而这些
leisure and fortune, how
去
difficult it is,
思
etc.,
维洒满人生如何难得，
are as good as splashing cold water in your face. Once you
和朝你脸上扔冰
can
水
hold on
是一样
and
好，
once
一
you
样的有效。
understand 一
旦你理解说这些到底是什么的时候，是什么的话，那么它就能够像冰水一样有效。
Okay. People like you and me, we know this is difficult. But if you can get it, guys, you don't need that bucket of cold water to keep you
那
awake.
我们知道说
So
这
he's
个是
basically
难的，
saying
当然
he's
你
giving
不
a
需
really
要
good comparison,
去
obviously from
一
his
定
own experience.
用
Okay.
冰水，
So, you know,
所以
that's
它
what
是
he's
来
doing.
自于
All right, next
老师
one.
的自己的
Who
体
showed up at
验。
the top of the list? Natalia Pashtutina. 142, please.
Tejun misena in patsantapshu kotsapvansem ni karok karpornam partsal vapa gratam kapit sunam tom panam kai sintom posonte.
Nice. Nice. All right, now Pabonka is getting a little desperate.
所
He's
以
saying,
现在塔本卡已经开始去
if this still doesn't work,
着急了。
Alright,
他说
and you can't
如果
put an
这些
end
还
to
都不
your
管用的
dullness,
话，
and we need to cut it out, okay? We need to do drastic means, all right? If none of
那
those
么
things
我
are
们就
working,
需要采取
okay,
更
he
为激
says,
进的方
here's
法。
another thing you can try. Okay,
他说接下来是另外一个你可以去尝试的方法。
a light, carpo, a white light. So see a ball of white light at your heart, okay?
在你的内心去看到那一束白
And
光，
then cry out, make a sound, okay? Make a
发
sound,
声。
like a startling sound of pet. There it is. And that's useful for you for future mantras. So you're basically, none of those other things are working. And Pabonka says,
如
all
果以
right,
上所有的方法都不管用的话，
visualize
那
a
么
white ball
塔
of
本卡
light
老
at
师
your
说
heart,，
那么就在你的心间
Go
去想象一束白光
pet
球，
and then see that light come out of the top of your head. All
然
right.
后去想象这样的一
And then
束白
going
光
up
球
to
从
the
你的
sky
头
and
出来，进入
kind
到
of
天空，
merging with the sky itself.
和
So you
天
see a little
空
white
融
ball of light at
合。
your heart.
所
You
以
go
在你的心
pet,
间去看到
and
一
then
个
the
白光
white
球，
light shoots up
然
out of the top of
后
your head, goes up in the sky,
从你
spreads
的
out, and
头
becomes
发
mixed
射
with
到
the
天
sky.
空，和整个天空融合在一
Right.
起。
What was pet? What is that? It's an expression. That's how you kind of
所以在这里，pet 是一个
pronounce it.
表达
Pronounce
方
it like
式，
that. Pet. It's the sound that you make.
它是指的你发出的声
All
音，
right. This is drastic, right?
所以它是更
What does it
为
mean?
激进的一种
It
方式。
means it's just a Hong Kong Kong Pet Pet so hot. Means lots of different things mainly, but in this case, it's just
那
an
它可能有
emphatic
不同的含
expression
义
of sound.
而在这里呢，只是用来去描述这
I
个
mean, you don't have to
声
say
音
pet.
的，
You could be like,
那
you
只是
can
用来描
growl.
述这个
You
声音
could,。I don't know, scream. You can just make a noise.
你
Make
可
your
以
favorite
叫啊，
noise.
你可以发声，
This is
所
why
以去
you
发出你
don't
最
do it
喜
with
欢
other
的
people
声音。
around.
这就是为什么你
Don't
不在
start
其他
making
人在旁
screaming
边的时
noises
候
in your
做。
meditation room while your family is waiting for you to make breakfast.
所以不要在你的家人等你做早饭的时候，你自己在冥想当中发出奇怪的声音。
Right. But there's a power to the word, and you'll learn more about that later in the secret teachings.
所以，这一个词呢，在秘密的教授当中呢，也有更深的含义。
Drastic measures. I would personally start with see the white ball of light.
所
See it
以我自己呢
shoot
会
out
去
out the
从
top of your
说
head,
看到心间的
covering the
这个
sky.
白光球，然后从头顶
And
发
if
射
that doesn't
发
work,
散
then
出
add in
去，
the sound,
进入到
right?
天空。 如果说
peacemakers.
这个也不管用的话，你可
Okay.
以去再加入这个声音本身。
And then 143. How about who is here? Julia, can you do 143 for us, please?
Namka Dang Yer Nedu Dre Per Sampa Lan Gi.
So what happens? Now you see the light. So in the sky, Namka, and you see it
天空
mixing and diffusing into the entire sky. It becomes one with the entire sky. And you keep doing this over and over
你不断的
until
重复做，
as needed. Okay. As
直
needed.
到就
You
是
keep doing it
按
to wake
需
yourself up.
去做，你可
All
以
right.
按需去做，直到它能够帮助你去唤
All
醒
right.
自己。
What else does he have to say? How about Mike Hoffman?
Adong ni selna. Untang ne jingwa kewe gyumuk padang. Nidang sim tip ho nampa chen suksel we tap silwe sar dupadang. Ser dupadang. Sakye toshing yang par ngro Pinsum chakpadang. Dong chun chua sok jashing.
Okay. Pabonka is not done yet. If it still
所以在这里，
persists,
帕布卡老师还没有
if
结
that
束。
doesn't work, okay.
如果上面这些都
Someone
还
should
不
make a
管
list
用，
of all these things. If this works, if this doesn't work, if this doesn't work, if this doesn't work.
所以我们要去做这样的一个清单题。如果这个不管用，那么这个；如果这个不管用，那么如果这个不管用，那么那接下来
You're gonna have to stop you're literally just gonna have to
你要
stop your meditation session. Okay, you gotta
停
break it
下
off.
来你的冥想环节，
End the meditation session to find
然
some
后
other
这
way
个冥想环节可以去
for you to
借此
dispel
找
the
到其
darkness
他的
or the
方式
heaviness,
去去除黑暗和
Okay.
沉重，
mukpa, or the sleepiness, right?
或者说
Or
昏
the
沉，
mental gloom. All of these things
还
that
有
you
包
have,
括
right?
意识的昏
You're
沉。
going to have to just say,
那么
look,
你需要去
this is just too much.
说
I give up. You
那
you
这个够
raise
了，
the
我
like your
放
little
弃。
white flag, and you're like,
你
I
你
give
竖
up.
起了小白
Like,
旗，
forget. I'm
投
done.
降了，
Okay.
然后受够了。
Now, what are some of the things you can do? He doesn't actually suggest one thing, which I'm going to add in.
他其实
He
在这里
says
并没有只
maybe
建
go
议
for
一
a
点，
walk.
然后他
Okay.
提到了说，也许你应该去
Go
散
for a
步，
walk somewhere, or
去
go
外
up
边
to a
去散步，
mountaintop.
或者
You know,
去山
something with a
顶，
big, wide vista. Go take a walk with a friend. Here you go.
去
Wash
和
your
其他
face
朋
with
友
cool water.
出门，
Okay, cold water.
用冷水洗脸，
Okay, etc. The etc. What other things can you do?
等
Like,
等等等。你还可以做什么
you
样的
know,
事情呢？
coldness can wake you up, right? Go for a walk.
这样的一个冷
Go
可
to a high
以
mountain.
叫醒你，
Go do some exercise,
去山里
etc. What are
去
some of the
做一些
etcetras? I don't know.
运动，
Go take a nap. Get some sleep, right?
还有什么呢？
You know,
睡个
you
觉，
learn about these things in
午
deeper
觉，
retreat. So sometimes you just
然
need
后
to sleep. I did
你
a 4-day
在
retreat
进
this
修
weekend.
营当中会学
And
到所有这些。
day 2
那这个星
was
期呢，我做
meditate,
了4天的进修营，
breakfast, sleep,
第2天睡
lunch,
觉，
meditate
早
for
餐
2 minutes, take a nap,
冥
go
想，
for
早
a
餐睡
hike,
觉
take a，nap,
午餐冥想，
meditate a little bit,
睡觉，
dinner,
去爬
meditate a little
山
bit,
睡
nap,
觉，
sleep all
然
night.
后冥想，
Okay.
晚餐冥想，
That was my
睡
day.
觉，
My body
然
just
后结
needed
束
to
一整
sleep
天，
all day long.
然后这就是我的
Okay.
一整天，
Then
所
just
以我的身体就只
give
是
your
需
body
要
what it
完整的
needs.
睡休息。
Go take a nap.
那
Okay.
给到你的身体，
Hashtag go to sleep. That's what Pabonka would say in
那
2024.
这就
Except
是
hashtag go to sleep. Like rest.
睡觉，好好休息。
You know, if you're dull, you can try to
如
enliven
果
your mind.
说
Maybe you just need to take a
你
nap.
很昏沉的
Get on
话，
your couch.
那你也试试
Undo
各种
mess.
方
Move all
法，
the
也
mess
许
off
你
your
只
couch.
需要去好
And
好
take a
睡一
nap.
觉，
You see.
休息。
So these are desperate measures, right?
所以这些呢，
In
都
this case.
是在这样一
And
种情况下
145.
很
Marina.
紧急的一些方法。
Daun känner tankarna när sin mekpasin.
Nice. So once you have done this, hold on, I need to check on something real quick. Right.
一
Once
旦你
you
做了
freed
这一点
yourself,
的话，
sanghana, right?
一
Sangpa,
旦
what does this word relate to? Sang.
这里这个词“桑”是指的什么意思呢？
Sangye. Buddha. Okay. Once
佛
you're
陀。
freed from and you've done all of those things, including sleep,
一旦
then
你
you
做了所
can
有这些
take
事
up your
情，
meditation object again. All right.
那包含你已经做
So
了
he
睡
just
觉
gave us
了，
a
那你
whole
就可以
list
去
of
继续
drastic measures
把你的冥想对象带回来。
from
所以他
subtle,
其实在这里给了
because you're
一
moving
系
from
列
subtle
的清
dullness
单，
all the way
然后
to
因为我们在这里是从轻微
you know,
的昏沉
gross dullness, literally I'm
到
falling asleep. Okay, all of those things. So
明显的
he
昏
gave
沉，
us a
再
whole list,
到完全
write them
睡觉。
down,
所以他其
put
实
them
在这
next
里
to your
给了我们一
meditation
系列的
cushion and
清
be like,
单，
all right,
然
I'm
后把它
having,
们
you know,
写下来，
peek at
然
them.
后
You can
把
rise a little
它
bit.
放
Right.
到你的冥想
Okay.
旁边，
Now
然后
we're
去
going to
看看
move into the other side of it. Okay. We're going to move into the other side of, now that we've handled dullness from subtle dullness all the way down
那我
to
们
I'm basically
有
snoring,
处理了
sleeping.
昏沉、
Now
轻
we're going
微
to go
昏
from
沉，
subtle
然后
agitation
又进入
all
到
the
了
way up
睡眠。
to obvious
那
gross
我们
agitation
再
where you're having
从
a
焦躁到
where you're
轻微
having
焦
what
躁，
I'm lovingly calling asshole meditation. Okay.
所以
Your
我
mind is
们
just
在这
being
里
an
也提
asshole.
到了有到
That's
这样
how
的
I
一
like
个
to think of it.
混蛋的冥
There's
想，因为你的
nothing
意
you
识
can
就
do
不停的
except
在
think
想
of
着混
all
蛋，
the shit that happened
所
yesterday
以
or
当你
what
闭
you
上
could do
眼睛的
today,
时候，
right?
你都没有任何的办法，就
So here we
情不
go.
自禁的想到昨天
146.
遇到
We're
的这
starting with
些
Gopatramo,
蠢人
subtle
们。
agitation. Who would
所以我
like
们
to
现在进入
read? Oh my
到
god,
这
you guys are
个
hiding.
轻微的
You
昏
don't have
沉。
your cameras on. Interpreters don't count. You'll never learn if you don't take it, if you don't try. How about Ludmila? Ludmila.
Gopatra monimik denma shovarsem kjenpate. Tejunasem krim chepekyon in pekun sat lo peicintan chet.
Jay, nice. Good job. To look up one word here. Oh, I see. Okay. All right. So, Gopatramoni, subtle meditation is, or excuse me, subtle agitation is,
轻微焦躁
the mind is
是
distracted
意识
just a little
被
bit,
分
semyangpa,
心，
but you haven't lost the object.
你还没丢掉冥想对
Subtle
象。
agitation is like there's a little like buzz. We can call it that, right? There's a little,
有
I don't
到一
know.
点点的噪音，
like a little static electricity.
就好
Right?
比说
You know,
是
like when you
静
have a
止的电
balloon
流
and
一
you
样，
rub a balloon on your hair, and
就
the
好比说
and your hair
是
sticks up
用气
just a
球
little bit,
去
right? It's
摩
kind of
擦你
like
的
that.
头
It's
发的话，你
just a
头发会
little
竖
bit
起来，
distracted, but you haven't
然
lost the object
后
yet. Okay.
你就是被分心了，但是还没有完全丢掉这个冥想对象。
From that point, te
从
junga,
那一刻，
it becomes, let me see here. It becomes a problem because you
它变
tighten your
成了
mind too
一个
much.
问题，
Okay.
因为你是过于紧
So
的去
what could
收
cause
你
you to
的
tighten
意
your
识，
mind too much, right?
那
You're
么
in subtle
什么
dullness
样的方式可以
and
去
you
让
tighten
你
too
的意
much.
识
You
更
added
加
too
的
much
收
energy.
紧呢？
Maybe
那
you thought about
是
cats a
加
little
入
bit
了
too
更
much.
多的能
Okay.
量，也许说
You were
你
like, oh my God, my cats are so
太
cute.
多
I just
的
want to
去
pet them.
思考这个猫，
Right? I don't know. Maybe you don't have that experience with your cats. But I do sometimes. I'm like, I just want to cuddle with you. And then they're like,
那比如说
that's
我
the
就会
worst
有
time
这
to
样的
grab a
情
cat
况，
when
也就
then they just
是
want to run away, right? They're like, they just jump out or they scratch you, right? It's kind of like that. You've tightened down too much and you've
你
overshot
又
the mark
再
just a
去
little bit.
过于收
And
紧，
so
导
then
致
you have
说
a completely
更
different
加
feeling,
糟糕。
sort of like a little bit of static electricity, your hair sticking up. Like,
所以就好
you
比
know,
说是
you
一点
don't
点的
yet
静
have
电，
the,
你的
like,
头发都会梳起来。
it's not like having goosebumps yet, but you're just a little on
就好
edge,
比说
right?
是
So what do
你
you need to
很
do
靠近
is
这
you
个
need
边
to,
缘，那
excuse
你
me,
需要做什么呢？
chumse
就
lupa,
是
you need to release the hold just a little bit.
放掉、
Chumse,
放掉、放
right?
下
You tighten
一
down
点点，
too much, right?
你有过
You
于
and
紧的收紧，
excited cats is probably way too much, but you just
然后
overshot the
你可
mark.
能
Like
过于
you're
激
turning
动，
up the lights in the room because
然
it's
后你
just,
把整个
the
房间里
sun
面
is
的
setting a little
灯
bit
全部都打
and you
亮，
want a little
就是
bit
因
brighter,
为
but
在
you
日落的
just
时候，
turn
你
it up
想
too
要
much
有
and
到
like,
一
oh, I
些
don't like
亮
that.
光，
So then
但
you turn it back
是
down.
你把这个光打得太亮，然后你不喜欢，所以再一次把光再打
Anticipatory
回来，
translation.
所
What's
以
happening? What are we going to hear
预
about
期
next?
式的翻译。那么接下来我们会听到什么呢？
Meditation?
Not yet. Kind of. Yes, agitation, but based on
有
what we
人回
just
答
did,
说是焦躁。那我
he's
们刚
basically
才
saying
讲到的内
if
容，
that doesn't help,
他说如果
okay,
这个不管
right?
用的话，
Thinking about sad things.
Possibly, right. So basically he's saying the first thing you do, you notice mental agitation. You turn the dial back a
那
little
他
bit.
提到说，哎，第一件事情就是你意
And
识到
then
有到
you're
一
still
这
getting
样的一
more
个
and more
意识的焦
agitated.
躁，
And
然后呢，
agitation
你
doesn't
就
mean
试
that
图
you're
往回拨一
irritated.
点，
It just
但是你
means
仍然会
there's
变得
more
越
and
来越
more
焦躁
energy， being added into
那
the
又到越
system.
来越多的这样的一个能量，
So if that doesn't work and you still have agitated
所以
and
这就
you
是
still
我
have
我
agitation
们
and
提
you're
到
still
的，
getting
你仍
distracted,
然有到这样的一个
okay,
焦躁，你仍然会
let's
被分
read.
心。
How about no one took the bait and turned on their camera? Great. How about Barbara Acevedo? Can you read 147?
Thank you, teacher. Dadoma Pampar Yena Dela Rakpe Pe Gopa Yungwa Yinla Deni Sem Ga Wai You
It's this is
You
yeah, it's a long S.
You
Nice. Without a
Kepa
Mhm.
Yimpe Ga Shepar Ni Ya.
Nice. And this is when Pavelka Rinpoche is talking about cats. He says, if you're if
在这里他提到，
you if
他
that
公开
doesn't
仁波
help
切提到，
and
如
you're
果
still
这个不
getting
管用，
distracted,
你仍然
then
分心，
what's happening there is
那
that
么
you're now getting
发生的就是
agitation. What's arisen Jungwa is a more obvious form or gross form of agitation. Why
它
did
是
that
更
happen?
加明显形式
Because
的
you
昏
made
沉
your mind
焦
too
躁，
happy.
因为你让你的
You made
意
your
识
mind
太过于开
too
心了，
happy,
你让你的
right?
意
You
识
thought
太过
about
于开
cats
心
too
了，
much. You thought about your kids too much. You thought about the things that make you happy too much. Ice cream,
因
mint
为
chocolate chip
你
ice
想
cream.
到了你的孩
That makes
子，
me happy,
你
right?
过度
But
的
if I
想到
think
那
about
些
it
让
too
你开
much,
心的事
then
情，
I lose my
巧克
meditation.
力、薄荷，或者说是冰淇淋，想
So
过
we
多
have to
了，
be very careful
所以
to
我们需
nijai
要
not
去小心，
overjoy ourselves. Don't take
不要
too
让自
much
己过于
joy
开心，
in cats,
不要
okay?
去太多的
Or
为那
dogs
些
or whatever your thing is.
猫狗
Okay.
而开心，不管
You
你
can
所开心的
rejoice
是什么。
after your meditation's over. Like you can get super excited,
对，你
but
可
don't
以
get
去
so
在
excited in the
你
meditation
的
that you get to
冥想过后去
um,
开心，但是不要在你的冥想的过
agitate,
程当
or
中
you put too much
太过
energy in,
于
and
开
in your
心
mind
而
you're
导
going to lose
致
the object
进入
if you think
到
about
焦
cats
躁。
too much. Well, if you're thinking about cats too much, you're going
如
to be
果
off the
说
object
你
anyway.
过度的去想这
So
些猫的话，它
148.
就会让
Who
你
do we have
去
here?
远离你的冥想对
Red.
象。
Natalia Zahorico. That's something like that. I'll get it. Here we go. 148.
Gadragsna Gyalpo Sasangma Yangyun Shukma Chop Rap Shinkyo Du Gyur.
Nice. Okay. All right. Basically saying, I'm just going to admit right now, I didn't prepare this far ahead, so I'm preparing with you guys, and we're learning it as we go along.
所以
If you make
现
your
在比如
mind
说
too happy, right? If it's
如果
excessive,
说你的意识
Gadrakna
过于
is
开
too
心的话，
excessive. This can be a really big problem.
那么这就
Can
会
arise a very
变
big
成
problem.
另外一个问
Kunungir,
题。
okay? So we're going to hear a little story here. Shin. It's sort of like, let's see here. There's a
所以
king here. Seisung. I'm guessing his name is Seisung. Okay. He wasn't able to he wasn't able to enter the stream. Gunshuk, meaning he wasn't able to see emptiness directly because he had too much joy. He was too
因
happy.
为
This
他
is kind of
有
cool. He
过
was
于
too
开心，
happy that he was not
他
able to
过于
see
开
emptiness
心，
directly.
以
That's
至
kind of
于
funny.
没有办法直接空性。
I'm guessing it's not too happy, but he's bringing too much
所
energy
以
into
他
his
提到
meditation,
说，
so he's not able to focus.
在冥想当
It's
中
not
有
that too
到
much
过
joy
多的
blocks you from
能
seeing
量，
emptiness
导
directly.
致
That's
没
not
有
what it
办
says.
法去专注。
I'm going to have to do some research on this story. I
那
think he's related to the Buddha.
老师提到说，这个故事，我觉得它应该是和佛陀有关的这
Yeah, I
样的
think
一
it's the
部
father of the
故
Buddha.
事，
Yeah.
应该是佛陀的
So
爸
I'll
爸
have to do a little
的
research on
故
that
事
one.。But so basically, he
那
wasn't able
我
to
需要再
see
做
emptiness
些
directly,
调研，
but because
也
he
就
put
是
too
有
much
关于
zing
他没
into
有办
and
法去见
pizzazz
空
into his
去见
meditation,
空性，是因
right?
为
He didn't know
他
how to back off.
不知
All right,
道
let's
如
not
何
waste
是
any
退
time.
后一
We have
步。
20 seconds. It's going to be too hard for me to do in 20 seconds. Let's try. Let's try here. How about Christian? You turn on your camera. Yay. Let's read 149.
The cartoon withdrawal where Mu Ma Nimpo le godpe mitag la sogpe yidla chetpe shi war jam.
Nice. Nice. Okay, so in this book, Uma Ningpo, The Essence of the Middle Way, something about we don't have to give up our meditation yet. Okay, right. This is following from the previous thing. We don't have to give up the meditation yet. Like it says in the Essence of the Middle Way. What does it say? Shiwarja, put to rest. Okay, Gupa. Gupa can be put to rest. So agitation can be put to rest.
放下焦躁
by bringing the mind to things like
是通过把意识带到
and this is
无
what I
常
heard, I think
去
I
思
heard
维无常
Maria say, bring your mind down. So in the essence
把
of the
意
middle
识
ways, we can
去
stop,
思维
we can
无
bring an
常
end to
我们就可以
agitation, shiwarja,
去
by
去
bringing our
除
mind to
焦躁
depressing things like impermanence, right?
尤其
Everything
是
is
将理智
impermanent.
带到这
Everything
些
changes.
无
All
常的事
relationships
情
end.
所有一切事
All
情
brand
都
new
是无
cars are no
常的
longer brand new
所有
cars. All
关系
brand
都
new
会
houses
结
are no
束
longer
所
brand
有
new
新
houses.
车都
Right?
会
Your body,
损坏
everything
所有
will eventually end.
新房都
So
会损
if you
坏
have
包
too
含
much
你的身
energy,
体
do
所有一
something
切最
to
终都
bring it
会
down.
损坏那如
And
果
we'll
说有
learn
太高
more
的能量的
techniques
话就慢慢的
next
把
week
这样的一个能量
on
降
how
下
to
来
bring
好我们下周
your
就
gupa
会去
downwards.
继续
Yay.
如
Thank you
何
guys.
把这样的一
That was a
个
fun class.
能量带下来
For me, it was
好
anyway.
非常感谢大家
All right, cool. Thank you, translators. I
好
try
谢
to watch your
谢
faces enough
我们
so that you have plenty of
的
time to talk.
翻译
Sometimes I
所
don't pay attention,
以
so I'm sorry.
我
Thank you,
专
all
注
the
在看
recorders.
大家的
I very
脸
much
这样的
appreciate
话
each and every one of
能
you.
够给你足够的时间讲话
And
那感谢所
I will
有
see you
录
all
制的
next week.
同学好我们下
So
周
say
见
goodbye to
了
each other and see
好
you next
了
week.
拜拜了下周见了
Adiós, muchas gracias. Muchas,
Thank you
muchas.
so much,
Have
teacher.
it easy to move into a new place.
See you next week.
Пока. Спасибо большое.
Have a nice day. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
All right. Ciao. Have a good day.